Okay, hello, what's up, everybody, and welcome to my AEW Dynamite review. And man, do I got a lot to say about this damn show tonight. I don't know what to say about this, okay? Obviously, Collision is this Saturday, and of course, there's booking towards the Forbidden Door, but I have a lot to say about this show. Some people thought this was the best show ever tonight or in a long time. Don't get me wrong, I thought it was one of maybe the better episodes, but man, the booking in a way, all over the place when you look at it, all right? So let's kick this whole thing off with Dynamite tonight, cause where were they? Where were they? Huh? Yeah, Washington D.C. Capital One Arena where they started and whatnot, and we kicked it up with MJF versus Adam Cole, and I guess an eliminator match, which really kind of makes me wonder, like, why are we doing this match right now? And this is a pay per view. Yeah, you're not gonna do the Forbidden Door, but you could have saved this for a TV special and put some more build into it, other than the promos they had last week with just MJF going at Cole and accusing of steroids with his Cole's rebuttal and stuff, and MJF saying everything from what the internet said. But listen, this is a really good match. I enjoyed this match, but man, I would have liked this better if you just kept it on pay per view and actually put the world title on the line and not in a non-title match. Now, yes, MJF was protected here since he technically did not lose. This ended up going to a 30-minute draw. Okay, now yeah, there was a ref bump and stuff with the referee going down. MJF even grabbing the title belt, throwing it at Cole, in the FU at him, trying to pull a Eddie Guerrero off, and but the referee is down, fans chanting "You effed up, you fucked up." Cole, hit MJF with the title, then hit him with the last shot. Cole got the cover on him, but the referee made a very slow count in, which MJF did kick out. Cole set it up for again, but MJF fell to the ground, basically just staying there. Basically, he ended up low blowing Cole, went for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. The ref checked on him. MJF was about to hit him with it, but the referee saw in the nick of time and got it out of him. Cole super kicked him, hit him with the Panama Sunrise, and then he hit the last shot one more time. But next thing you know, the bell rang and it was 30-minute draw. So nobody won here. And obviously they'll save this match for later in the future. But still, why are you putting on a 30-minute pay-per-view style match that's not even for the world championship? This is a non-title match. This is MJF's next opponent for the title, right? So why would you do the match right now in a non-title match? I don't get that. And why go through a 30-minute draw? Like I said, I enjoyed the match, but I would have saved this for pay-per-view. It's great to see MJF even wrestle on TV because we barely ever see him wrestle on TV. But still, um, why not save it for a later date? And why not save it for the next pay per view, a big TV special? I would have gone on with that, but no, they decided to do that now. That's just strange in a way. They did have a CM Punk video. CM Punk saying that nothing is certain. That's the only thing you need to know that's certain. And he's coming back, the same thing he said the first place. He's got scores to settle, and there's still things to do. He will be here Saturday at a Collision. He will have a microphone in his hand. Maybe he'll talk about the brawl out. I don't know, but we'll see what Punk does this Saturday. Sammy Guevara came out basically talking about his career, his career, where it's been going the past few months. Fans are kind of giving him what chance of booing at him, and I'm gonna have something to say about that in a second. Because then he talked about his wife Tamello, and he's gonna be having a girl, and whatnot, and he wants the AEW World Title still. The fans really kind of booing at him out here when you look at it. They weren't really cheering him that much. Darby tried to say, "Yeah, man, the people cheering you." Like, are you sure about that? Because I'm not seeing it. And he says, you're becoming a shadow in Jericho's group, which it's kind of funny they now just bring that up all of a sudden with Jericho, which Jericho gets mad. And I feel like they've skipped a whole bunch of steps to get here. It's not like there hasn't been any type of dissension with Jericho or Sammy Guevara or within the whole Jericho Appreciation Society group. Like, where's the dissension been? Because I haven't seen any of it. Okay, it's been no dissension, but excuse me, there's been no dissension in it. So now it looks like they've kind of rushed a few steps. Just don't get me wrong, Sammy had just been going for the world championship throughout this time. You know, in the whole Fatal 4-Way thing, but then Jericho's like, you didn't call me, you didn't ask me for help. Why didn't you ask me anything? What is with Jericho's shoes, by the way? I know he's going to come out with the whole black rock star, all black and everything, but why like he was wearing pink or diamond crusted stiletto? That didn't look like a regular boot. It looked like a girl's boot for some reason. I don't get it. Not even just about the color, but go just look at the boot itself. So somebody go kind of look back at Jericho's shoes if you want to go at it. But Jericho, I don't know. He basically said, "I want an apology, and stuff." Sammy says, "I'm apologizing for shit, um, and everything." And then Jericho said, "Okay, we need to reunite. We need to tag team again, and we're gonna show who the boss really is." Darby said, "Yeah, Jericho, you may be a wizard, but when you step in the ring, the magic is gone. So, it's not going to be a 2-on-1, as Darby said. I'm not really alone." Sting came out with his baseball bat. Sting and Jericho had a face off. Obviously, people want to see this match, Sting versus Chris Jericho. It's never been done before, but they started putting the baseball bats at each other then. Sting knocked the bat out of Jericho's hand with his bat as Jericho and them backed off at that point. So, I don't know. I only really like this segment just because of Sting and Jericho having a face off, okay? Sammy, I don't think people really care what he was saying. Darby's good, but, they're trying to get him still as a face again, Sammy, but I don't think the crowd was feeling him here, and I think they're iffy on him going back to being a face in general, which it has felt like that for a minute now of him looking like a face, which you kind of question, like, how is he a face if he's in a heel group? But now they've gone towards that, so I guess he'll be out of the Jericho group thing soon. Sonata, the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, Sonata had a video, even though it looked like some would say a hostage video where he was at, but he had subtitles basically saying he's going to have an open challenge for the IWGP World Title. Anybody on the AEW roster, as he said, see you next time. And I'm going to have to say something a lot, especially with Sonata coming up in the next few minutes when we get to it. But man, I have a lot to say with all these random Forbidden Door matches now coming up, especially over a week away. Next, 8-man tag, Darby, Sting, Cassie, Keith Lee versus the Mogul affiliates, Swerve, Brian Cage. For some reason, I guess he was trying to be Surface Thing, but he looked more like Road Warrior Hawk out there. He was trying to dress as. But Toa Noah and Khan out there. Listen, this match was all over the place. Some people thought Sting was botching a lot other than that thing when he went across the rope, so I don't think he botched that much. Listen, this 8-man tag was just basically just, people doing spots and the faces went over. Sting hit the Scorpion Death Drop onto Brian Cage and won the match. So I don't got much to say about this, but I don't know. Also, I know Keith Lee is out there. Some would say the guy looks like an out of shape version of John Witherspoon from Friday, but I really do question how come he hasn't faced a one-on-one with Swerve. I'm surprised his feud is still even going on because Dustin was out there too. I'm like, man, we still doing this feud with Keith Lee and Swerve. We still ain't had the damn singles match, so now we just had this tag match with everybody else involved. So I don't really know where to go off from that at this point. Okay, like you didn't have the match in that. Bullet Club Gold, not Bullet Club Gold, but they showed them footage of them winning last week. The Gun Club challenged, we're not with Bullet Club Gold, but they wanted to challenge some other brother tag teams, which I guess they didn't want to face the Young Bucks, but they wanted to face the Hardy Boys all of a sudden, which it's kind of funny they want to face the Hardys. Did the Gun Club ever get their rematch for the tag team titles after they lost to FTR? It's like they never went back after the tag titles. Like, weren't they owed a rematch or something? So, whatever happened to that? Like, no rematch or nothing. They just kind of went on and went to do something else. Wardlow went against Jake Hager for the TNT title. Wardlow won. I know they had Brock and Arn Anderson out there with their invisible guns going out at Everrise, but after Cage won, not Cage, Wardlow won. Christian Cage and Luchasaurus showed up on the screen. I guess they took out Arn Anderson and made him bleed, and that, Cage said that Luchasaurus is going to accept the open challenge for the TNT title in Chicago this Saturday. So we'll see where this goes. And here's my question about all of this. Okay, so we just saw Arn Anderson and Brock Anderson fight off Everrise, right? So what happened to Brock Anderson? Why didn't he help his dad? Really think about that for a second. Unless they beat up Brock Anderson also, but we only saw Arn Anderson bleeding. So what happened to his son? Really think about that. Hiroshi Tanahashi sent a video in. He wants a shot at the AEW World Title, so he wants to face MJF at Forbidden Door. He wants another chance because he was in the main event of Forbidden Door last year against Jon Moxley. MJF got word of it and basically said he doesn't want to do it, and he says, like a no-show, all right? My friend brought up, I don't know what Tanahashi's condition is right now, and he looked okay back at Dominion. I don't know how bad his body is. Apparently, he may be injured. I'm not sure. Tana Probably is. I don't know. I know it'll be in the G1 coming up anyways, but um, still, maybe I guess it depends on his condition, but Tanahashi will be back in play. Um, for some reason, Zack Sabre Jr. is now challenging Cassidy for, I guess, the damn international title. Do they not have any better opponents for Zack Sabre Jr.? Is this the best we got for him? And then Garcia shows up, and then he wants a shot at Shibata, and I guess it'll be a tag team match next week. But still, is this really the best we got for Zack Sabre Jr.? You don't have any other opponent. Listen, the Danielson thing, obviously that's not happening. But man, you don't have anybody else on Zack Sabre Jr.'s level. Anybody? Like, come on, that could put on a great match. This is where we're going with it, folks, at Forbidden Door. This is the best you got for him, so think about that. Tony Storm went against Sky Blue for the AEW Women's title. I swear to God, I didn't even know this match was even happening. I didn't watch that Fatal 4-Way on Rampage, so I didn't even know who the number one contender was. They had Sky Blue's mom out there, which, I don't know why they didn't just save his match for Chicago next week, whether it been Collision or Dynamite, because it'll be in Chicago 2 times if you brought her mom out there. And yeah, it was a bunch of hope spots and all that stuff, and the heels doing a whole bunch of things, and Sky Blue trying to outsmart them, but you know, spray painting their mom and all that stuff, um, and everything. But I don't know. Tony Storm, she still won what submission. I'm surprised even Sky Blue even kicked out a damn Storm Zero. Willow came out for the save, thick as hell by the way too. But she came out for the save, and the heels backed off. Oh, and this is where I go back to the IWGP World Title. So they have Hook and Jungle Boy back there. Jungle Boy saying he will be going for the IWGP World Title, and I'm sitting there. I laughed when I heard this, and he says, "Oh, Hook, you're my best friend." So he's gonna turn on Hook, right? First off, where in what world is Jungle Boy getting any type of world title shot against Sonata? Okay, even if you don't watch New Japan, why the hell would he be getting a title shot? Yeah, he was just in a fatal 4-Way for a world title, but man, he was probably the least person you even think would be winning, or the least person that didn't even really damn near belong in that damn match. And Sonata, the guy who beat Okada for the damn title, Okada people, let's remember he beat Okada for this title. This is the best you got. This, like, Sonata versus Jungle Boy. No Samoa Joe, no CM Punk, not even a bigger star name that is credible to go after the IWGP World Title. You got Jungle Boy. That basically tell me Sonata's gonna win, which I never think he was even gonna lose. But this just makes it even easier now. Oh, I got Hook on my side. Yeah, and he's got just 5 guys. He's got 4 other people, just 5 guys on his side. So Sonata versus Jungle Boy. What a damn joke. Who wants to see that? Who wants to see that? So that looks stupid to me. I don't no, that's dumb. Um the Elite went against the Blackpool Combat Club. Listen, at least this wasn't the damn anarchy thing. I know some people like it, some people don't. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I've already buried and damn near said how I felt about it, but at least this was somewhat of a better 6-man. I know they had Danielson on commentary. I don't know. They pin Yuta. It's whatever at this point. Right after that, everybody starts brawling. Eddie Kingston came back, which, man, he's been in Ring of Honor Purgatory for God knows how long, and even in New Japan. Good on him for getting the G1, though. But Eddie Kingston just starts going after Claudio, brawling with everybody, till Mox and him went face-to-face because they're friends. They stop brawling. The Bucks get involved, and then Kingston and Mox are arguing with each other. Then Takeshita comes out. And then he starts clearing the ring. Then Omega comes out and V-triggered and super kicks all over the place, and everybody's jumping and stuff. And Will Ospreay then shows up. Then Will Ospreay ends up super kicking Omega, hits him with the hidden blade. Fans go, holy shit! He hits him with the Stormbreaker. Danielson, starts giving him a round, a big round of applause. Then and Don Callis too. Ospreay hit, Omega with another hidden blade before the show went off the air. So, yeah, Obviously, they're just building a lot of stuff towards Forbidden Door right now, which I feel like a lot of these matches all over the place. You already had the two big matches it is already with Okada and Danielson and Omega versus Ospreay too. Okay, and MJF versus Tanahashi don't sound bad. Sonata versus Jungle Boy is just goddamn laughable. Okay, it's just laughable to like should I care? ZSJ, I like Zack Sabre Jr., but I don't give two craps about him versus the pocket guy out there. All right, I don't. I just don't. Um, just the rest of this show though was just either trying to build in Collision. Like I said, I like Cole versus MJF, but I don't need this match to happen right now when it's not the world title on the line in a pay-per-view style match, which they did protect MJF. Like I said, it was a really good match, but still, why not wait till pay-per-view? Warlow, whatever, whatever, Sky Blue, Tony Storm. I was like, okay, it was an okay match, but still, like, I don't know, man. The show was just kind of all over the place for me tonight. 8-man tag was 8-man tag. I guess it'll be Sting versus Jericho soon. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on, or whatever's happening next. But still, I don't know. But that's really all I have to say about this show. Obviously, it's just a lot of frantic build going on. But hey, this is the Snowman that is booking this show. All right, this is the Snowman. So yeah, but I don't know. All right, but that's all I really got to say. So yeah, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Hood9890. Like the video, hit the notification, bell and all that. So yeah, that's all I really got to say about this. All right. So yeah, see y'all then. I'm out of here. Peace out.